On a stormy October night, Blackwood Hospital waited for its next visitor. Abandoned for 20 years, tonight, someone finally returned.
Investigative journalist Ethan Cole had exposed many secrets, but one mysterious email would change his life forever.
Blackwood Hospital. Tonight? One anonymous email changed everything.
Ignoring every warning, Ethan drove toward the place everyone feared. Blackwood Hospital. Abandoned after a deadly fire, but some believed its patients never escaped.
With only his flashlight and camera, Ethan stepped toward the darkness.
Without anyone touching them, the doors slowly opened.
Then, the doors slammed shut. Ethan was trapped inside. The deeper Ethan walked, the stronger the feeling became. Someone or something was watching him. Beyond the entrance, the silence became unbearable. Every step echoed through the empty hallway, as if something was listening. Then something impossible happened. The camera switched on, without anyone touching it.
Through the lens, the hospital was no longer empty. Someone, or something, was standing there.
One figure stood apart from the others, a doctor whose body had burned, but somehow never died.
Then he noticed a little girl. She never spoke. She never moved. But somehow, she was always watching.
He lowered the camera, and everything vanished. The hallway was empty again, but Ethan knew he wasn't alone anymore. When the camera rose again, they had multiplied. Every corner of the hospital was now occupied.
For the first time, fear replaced curiosity. Ethan realized the camera wasn't revealing the truth, it was revealing another world.
Then the voices began. Not loud, not clear, just whispers drifting through the darkness.
The whispers echoed through every corridor, as if the hospital itself had awakened.
The voices led him to a place the hospital had tried to erase, the psychiatric ward.
Every room had been sealed forever, except one.
Room 313, the only door that welcomed visitors.
Come.
Against every instinct, Ethan stepped inside.
The light abandoned him, leaving only the camera to reveal what waited in the dark. Inside the camera, someone was waiting, an old doctor, patiently sitting as if he'd been expecting Ethan all along.
Then he smiled, not like a human, but like something that had forgotten what a smile was supposed to look like.
He lowered the camera, and the doctor was gone, but somehow the room felt even more alive.
When Ethan looked again, the doctor wasn't across the room anymore. He was standing right in front of him.
There were no eyes, only darkness. And somehow, Ethan could still feel the doctor watching him.
The fear finally broke him. Ethan fell, and the camera slipped from his hands.
But the recording didn't stop. Something else had taken control.
The hallway was no longer empty. Every soul that had died inside Blackwood Hospital was standing there, waiting.
Then, every one of them smiled, not with joy, but with hunger.
The hospital came alive. Every light flickered, as though the building itself had awakened. Then the silence broke. A voice echoed through the hospital, calm, emotionless, as if visiting hours had never ended.
Visiting hours are over. With a single announcement, every patient began moving, not running, not chasing, simply walking toward him.
Panic took over. Ethan ran with everything he had, but the hospital had no intention of letting him leave.
Every hallway became the same hallway. Every escape ended at room 313.
The doctor was no longer one person. He was everywhere, waiting behind every door, watching every step Ethan took.
Then, he saw it. An emergency exit. His only chance to escape the nightmare.
The door finally opened. For one brief moment, Ethan believed he had escaped.
The next morning, the police arrived. Ethan's car was still there. Ethan wasn't.
Only one thing remained: the camera. And somehow, it was still recording.
When investigators reviewed the footage, they discovered something no one could explain.
The final recording was impossible to understand. Ethan was alive, but something about him had completely changed.
Then the camera revealed the truth. Ethan wasn't alone. He had become one of them.
They're waiting for the next visitor. Then Ethan delivered one final message, a warning that would haunt everyone who watched. The video spread across the internet. Millions watched it, unaware they had just accepted an invitation.
They say every time the video is uploaded, another face joins the ghosts. If you ever find the footage, never pause the final frame.